right, we're going to finish up Chapter 5, Section 9, and this section is on transformations. And basically, the parent function is the main point here. And if you're looking at like a line, that would be y equals x. Same exact thing as f of x equals x. So we haven't gotten to a ton of other equations just yet, so I guess we'll focus on the line, and we will transform the base linear equation where nothing is shifted. There are three types of transformations. There's a translation, which is a slide. There's a rotation, which is a twist. And then there's a reflection, which is a flip. So if you look at the graph below, and I know that yours is not as color-coded as this, our parent function is in blue right here. So that one goes through 0, 0, and then it goes over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1. The function, the g of x function, which has a plus 3, is shifted up 3. It starts at 0, 3, and then it continues with the over 1, up 1. The h of x function is shifted down 2. And the purple k of x function is shifted down 4. So this means down 4. This means up 3. So that's a translation. All of these are translations, a slide up or down. So the translation, well, the transformation is a translation, and the translation is back 6. This is the initial function, so the new function still has the same 2x. So from the initial function, that is not changing. If this said, describe the transformation from the parent function, it would be different, but this is from the function given. And then the second one, again, you're looking and comparing f of x to g of x. So f of x is already up 4, and the g of x, we're going down 2 from the parent function. So this translation is down 6. That's the total way that it's translated. This is also a translation. All right, a rotation, again, is a turn, and it makes it steeper if the number is above 1, and it's flatter if the number is below 1. So you can see our parent function, again, is in blue. And the bigger the number, the steeper it is. So 3x and 5x is even steeper. And then if the number is below 1 but above 0, because it still needs to be positive or else it's a different type of translation, that is flatter. It's less of a twist. And the last type of transformation is a reflection. So if you multiply the slope by a negative, you have a reflection across the y-axis. So your b would be the same, and then your reflection is on the y-axis. All right, so it says describe the transformation. So the first one would be okay, so we're thinking, is this a translation, rotation, or a reflection? So this is a slide. That's where you're adding or subtracting something. A rotation is a twist. That's where you're multiplying by something. And a reflection is a flip. And that's where you're multiplying by a negative. All right, so the first one, we have gone from 4 to 1. So this is a rotation, and it's less steep because we're going from f of x to g of x. This next one, we start at -1, x minus 1, and we're going to x plus 6. So this is a translation up 6. All right, we have 1/5, and we're going to 2x. So this is a rotation that's more steep. And in the last one, we have multiplied by a negative, so this is a reflection. Over the y-axis. All right, so the first one, we have a translation down 4. In the second one, we have a rotation that's less steep. Because we're going from 3 to 1. And we also have, this is like a plus 0 to a plus 1. We also have a translation up 1. And the last one says the cashier gets a $50 bonus for working on a holiday plus $9 per hour. So here's our equation. How will the graph change if the bonus is raised to $75? So we'll make this g of x, and that would be 9x plus 75. That would be a translation up 25. And the next question says, how would it change if the hourly rate raised to $12? So that would be like h of x equals 12x plus 50. And that would be a rotation that is steeper, because from 9 to 12 is an increase. All right, tomorrow we're going to do some more with absolute value, and we'll talk a little more also about rotating on the opposite axis when you multiply everything through by a negative. But that should be all you need for tonight. So, have a good evening.